This is gotta be a long video. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before. And when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I had seen before. It could be any one of the 14 students that I've seen only for the past 3 days. You're awake. Finally, are you okay? Now's no time for sleeping. Get your A up. Huh? You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Well,
I don't think it was him, because he carried me back. It's no surprise, considering what happened. What happened? But more importantly, where's Sayaka? Hey, are you okay? So it wasn't a dream? What I saw? It was real? That's right, it really did happen. Sayaka is dead. I checked her pulse. There was nothing. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. More importantly, I shot up and took off running. Alright, I'm gonna drop the bit. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka is... If Sayaka is...
Just give up.
You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself.
Why?
Listen to us, man. What do you think's gonna happen if you go out there? You're just gonna faint again. Well, what good is it gonna do just sitting around here? I might as well go faint again and have someone carry me back. I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend, Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I first said that, it finally hit me. I realized she was gone.
Calm down.
None of us wanted to be here right now, either. Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma, he told us all to come here. Well, hold on. Don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But...
So...
I'm the one who convinced them to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
Correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
wrong.
I would never do that. If you believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. No, he interfered the one time I was talking to Sayaka. He's like, no, you're wrong. You interfered that one time I was talking to Sayaka and I almost scored. It's like, I can promise you, I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
listen up.
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Maritime's one rule.
But
Then, who did it? Who killed her?
come on.
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka? Don't be stupid, that's...
What?
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began?
Yoo-hoo!
One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
wrong.
Nope, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact. What? What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Was it me? Oh, are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed someone. It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from that school, right? Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave. He's going,
What?
Why are you laughing? Boo, it's cuz. Naive, you're just so naive. You think it's really that easy. You can just kill someone and waltz on out of here.
Hey,
You're super
come on
naive.
now.
Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. No. The real thing has just begun. The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one part to agreement you'll have to uphold. Remember?
Then perhaps.
You are referring to rule number 6 of the school regulations. Only she remembers rule number 6. If you are blackened that committed the murder... Wait, what? If you are the blackened that committed the murder, you can be found out by the other students. Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered. Oh, I read that wrong. I thought the person who gets killed is the blackened.
Oh.
No, it's the killer that becomes the blackened. So I was so confused what Celeste was saying. Makoto goes out like, no, you're wrong. Whoever died is the blackened. No, you're wrong. That is what you're talking about, is it not?
In other words,
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone. You have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with.
Yahoo!
So a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yeah. It'll begin in a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the blackened who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote.
Was it you? No, you're wrong!
If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Wait, I wasn't paying attention for a second. Wait, he did say like, alright, if we catch the person, only the person that gets punished is the person who is the blackened because they got caught. But what happens when we get the wrong person? The blackened gets to escape the school, and do we suffer a punishment? Yes, we do, yeah, alright. That's what he said.
Well,
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh, well, to put it simply, it's execution. Execution?
What?
And by execution, you mean...
execution
Execution is execution.
Execution. Execution.
Alright, well, he read it. I read over here.
Electric chair. Poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
So, to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
Well done.
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So, it's basically what the outside world calls a prejudge system, or an inquisition type thing. Which means... Wow, that sounded weird. Which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully, because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind. The new rule has been added to the regulations menu.
Hey!
Wait, hold on a second.
What the hell are you talking about?
You're freaking insane, you know that?
What the?
A class trial? What age is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone? What? Are you saying you're not gonna participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
What the hell are you talking about?
What? Punishment? I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up!
Say whatever you want. I'm not gonna be part of this. Don't be so selfish.
Stop it!
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. And you both standing here report me. I'm traveling with fear. I almost sounded like the nerdy guy for a second. The fan fiction fanatic. But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then...
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation.
Oh, this is actually kind of a weird shot, you know?
Yeah, well,
It's like, if they blocked it out, it's okay, there's shadows. It's like,
I
upskirt
invoke the
shot in this
mighty
game.
summon spell. Help!
Monokuma,
To
no,
me,
don't look.
Godly spear, got
Yeah, no
near.
problem. Oh, I wanna look. What'd he say? I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help to me, godly spear, Gungamer. What? She dies?
This wasn't supposed to... Why? Me?
Why me? Why me? Wait, what was it? What was I was saying earlier? Why did this happen to me? Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. Wider than her mouth. And just like that, she never moved again. What?
No
She
way.
dies? What the? I don't... this can't be real. Oh, he sounded way deeper. Now, I'm painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know? But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson, after all. Haha, what an amazing promise. Alright, well, he killed the odd number of students. So now, there's no, if one person were to kill one person, then everyone would be able to escape and not one person would be left behind all alone, because he made it even now, the number of students. But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get
Alright, he's
shot
talking.
full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
I keep forgetting this part is like a cutscene that's already voiced for you. Junko's body. The last thing she hears. No, it's not even. Wait, she is psychic. I think she's psychic. I think she had some psychic bits. She did only one psychic thing. The last use of her psychic powers, she hears Junko's body has been impaled with a bunch of spears coming from Makoto's thoughts. Yeah, I guess it's pronounced Junko, and he's like, Junko's body! An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they had seen. Junko, who until just a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She had died. She had been murdered. In simple terms, I should have given her the hand bra earlier. It never would have mattered. It was the death of a human being.
Hey,
It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. She just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality.
Why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in a prison or something? I changed my mind.
I knew it.
No, you've been wanting to kill us this entire time. No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly. You can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time?
What?
Come on. What do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well now.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it the Monokuma file. I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then,
Wait, so then, you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial. Now could I?
correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well?
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for a class trial in a little while. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder at night in front of us. Or Junko. Every time I read the name, it's like, haha, Junko. Junko. And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. But there was more to it than that. There was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We had found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help, but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, the only three people I talked to, I think, were Chihiro, Junko, and Sayaka. And two of them are dead. I didn't talk to Leon. I just walked up to him and said hi. And then avoided him. Because the first time I talked to him, I was like, interesting. You're finding a way out of school. I kind of want to help you, so I'll come back later. Then I came back later, and he was like, Makoto, I'm sick. And I was like, okay, bye. Okay. And then the third time I talked to him, not talked, but walked by and said hi to him, he was like, how did they get that footage? It was me and my shaved head. I looked so bad.
Hey,
Now's no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Huh?
In other words,
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not trust is, of course, up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything.
What the heck?
Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible!
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened.
just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away with the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in H am I letting someone kill me. Alright, dang it. Let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right. We just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. Well, alright, let's talk to everyone here. I'm gonna talk to the least suspicious people first, to get them out of the way. There's no way Hifumi did it. Hifumi? Consciousness crashed. Restarting now. Please wait a moment. Yeah, there's no way it's him. Alright. I don't think it was Chihiro.
What should I do?
Someone got in front of us, I don't think it was Yasuhiro. Huh? What's going on? Alright, I don't think it was Sakura. We can't run away from this situation, so we have no choice but to move forward. I don't know about Mondo. I don't think it was Kyoko.
Hey,
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty, so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey,
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no. We can't just leave him there alone.
what?
What? Why the H not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all of the evidence you want. What? F you!
So then,
Fine. I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way, there's no problem. Two-player co-op based defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. Alright, I haven't talked to Hina yet. I don't think it was her. I hate this, but still, we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it. Or else, we're all dead. Alright, I don't think it was Celeste.
oh,
So you finally noticed.
what the crap?
Huh? Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. She's right! And then, I gotta be... All at once, everyone's gaze turns to me. Hold on a second. You got it all. Wait, that wasn't even him. Or it's me. Hold on a second. You got it all wrong. Well, for just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid.
What the heck?
You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it? Alright, I did not notice Celeste holding the Monokuma file. I don't think it was her though, and I know it's not me. Alright, Lee, it could be, actually, I don't know why I clicked on him. I think it could be him. So we're really gonna try and find out who did it. I don't think it was Byakuya. Or Byakuya. We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is. I don't think it was this guy either, Taco. If we find out who did it, then only that person dies. If we get it wrong, then all the rest of us face execution.
What the heck?
That's what that ridiculous school regulation said, right? So stupid! Alright. Who did I not talk to? The people who I think are guilty. I think Leon might be guilty because he's out of everyone. He really had a red flag for being guilty because when everyone looked at the footage, his was the only one where it sounded different. Everyone was like, oh, they got footage of my family. I'm so distressed. And his was, how did they get that footage? It had to be the footage that he recognizes. He recognized before they could have filmed it. So it's something, he seems suspicious. The other suspicious person is Toko. Look, she's even hiding back there. She must be so shocked she can't even open her mouth to talk. Shocked because she is the killer. I think it's Toko. I really want to say it's Toko. Alright, I think I have not talked to Mondo because I assumed that it could be him too just because of his reputation.
Huh?
Is this really happening?
Don't fuck with me.
Screw that piece of S beer. Alright, last person I haven't seen is Junko. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. Where did you place your hand, Makoto? Huh? I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist, alright, to check for a pulse, like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check. After those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Oh, hold on. Just wait a second. She's dead? That means...
What?
That means everything that's happened so far is real. It's not a joke or whatever. It's really real. This is why it can't be him. He was too laid back. It can't be him.
Let me out of here!
No. This won't save me. Let me get out of here. Somebody help me.
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that?
So then,
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll all have to collect the clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
so...
well, do I really have to say any more?
Actually,
I'd rather you didn't, no.
Goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
Goodbye.
I'll be going too. And just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I'd better head to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bee did this is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence,
You're fucking dead.
they better not let me find him. I'll skip the trial and cave their gosh dang skull in myself. I'm serious. I will F them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off.
So,
I don't think it was Sakura and Mondo. I don't think it was them. But, because they weren't, I think it was someone desperate to do the first kill, because they didn't seem desperate. But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
anyway,
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
this is very
It was
suspicious.
you. I think it was you, Toko. It was you, Toko. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
So,
Maybe. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto is guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check just to check. Even if we wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out. Hold on. That's a lie. Because Junko just died in front of us and you didn't black out.
Oh yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Oh, wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me. Wait, what? And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? Why did this happen to me? I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will.
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
I can't let this happen. I can't let things turn out that way. Monokuma wants. Wait, what? I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka? I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Mizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room, in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, wouldn't it be a twist if it was Makoto who killed Sayaka? Ooh, a twist. I have to find out how she was killed. Nice! Monokuma file number 1 has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Alright, I should look at the truth bullets because I want to. Alright, it's just the information I've already read. Who are the people I talked to also? Report card. I should check out on the report card. I talked to Sayaka. Of course I did. Alright, yeah. Nothing new. I talked to Junko, and she died. Alright, here's what she said, because I forgot. Maybe it's because of how I look, but nice guys never want to talk to me. I think Makoto gets me, though. Maybe I should introduce him to one of my more aggressive friends. Nothing important that she said. I talked to Chihiro also. I know we need to work together to get out of here, but I feel like I'm weighing everyone down. I feel depressed, but when I talk to Makoto, I feel a little better. I hate good guy Makoto. Alright, maybe it's my fault, because I only talk to girls, you know? I didn't talk to any other guy. And then like, so whenever I talk to a girl, and Makoto, his personality, it just comes off as, I'm good guy Makoto. No, I'm the nice guy. I'm talking to all the girls and like making them feel safe. And then there's also the thing like Monokuma bursting into the room with me and with Makoto and Sayaka and being like, Makoto, your flagpole is out, which is weird. Makoto. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's the heat of the moment. I don't know. It's weird to say that. Makoto. What do I have on him? I have nothing on him. Alright. I'm gonna talk to Yasuhiro. I like this guy. No way! I seriously don't want to die here.
Help me!
I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. I don't care who it is, just get me out of here. Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Also, because of how worried it is, I doubt it's him. He just realized now that there's a killer. That this is all real. Alright, Chihiro. Naegi? Wait. Oh, wait. Never mind. I wrote that. That's me. Alright. Aren't you going to help investigate, Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I mean, Junko. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Alright, I don't think it was her. She seems genuine. Like, yeah. These two seem genuinely scared. Leave the gym. Yes. Alright, I want to check the position of the sword, because maybe someone came back here. Alright, I was thinking that maybe someone came back here and looked at this sword and stuff. Actually, I want to go in the gym. Maybe I could investigate where the spears that came out and killed Junko. Where did they come from? Alright, I could investigate Junko, but it doesn't look like I could investigate anything else. Imagine? Alright, it's the same thing. The two people I talked to died. At least I didn't get... Wait, who did I give a gift to? I gave it to Chihiro. Alright, yeah. I didn't give a gift to Sayaka or Junko. Maybe if I gave them a gift, they would survive. Alright, maybe or maybe not. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. So I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I'd better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Alright, everyone is here in my room. Trash can. Oh, first thing I look at, I can't check the trash can. Alright, where the sword was held. It's a display stand the sword was on. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Dang it! I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something.
Wait.
That would not have been possible. That would have not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. Is she psychic too? How many psychics are here? So something could have happened in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could know. Perhaps that was one of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. ... Just letting that sink in. Alright, evidence of a struggle has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Was it with the sword? This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used to it in the attacks amount? And plus, the sword's been taken out, so it's just the sheath, but... Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. How did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? even if someone used a sword during the struggle. It doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So, why are there scratches on the sheath? Replica sword sheath has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Alright, yeah. The sheath. Of course they had to unsheath the sword in order to use the sword, but the sheath also leaves gold all over your hand, so whoever unsheathed it has gold on their hands. And also, there were knife points, not knife points, but there were like markings on the sheath. So either they used the sword after they unsheathed it to make the markings on the sheath, which makes no sense, or they use a dagger or knife or whatever, because when we saw Sayaka, she had a knife inside her. So maybe they used that same knife to make markings on the sheath. I don't know why they would mark the sheath at all. Maybe to scrape off the gold on it so it doesn't get on their hands. But they would have to have done that afterwards. Maybe it was Sayaka who had done that in order to protect herself. I bet Sayaka used a sword to protect herself. Or the lint roller was used to take off the gold. Huh, looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean it up a little? No, that's a truth bullet. They used it to clean up after the murder scene, possibly. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was using the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off of the parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Replica sword has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright, my keys. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so this must be my room key. Duh, Mr. Naegi. If I remember correctly. Ah, that's right. We'll have to trade keys. That's how Makoto voices Sayaka in his mind. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Ah, that's right. We'll have to trade keys. When we switched rooms, we switched to keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or opened it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms, and with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she would have dropped it. So how did the killer? Switching rooms have been added to truth bullets section of your handbook. Oh, you know what I bet they did? I want to say somehow they got into the room. I'm so confused. Sayaka must have known her killer. You know what it must have been? Sayaka must have been in cahoots with someone. And then, so the plan was with Sayaka and that second person is that they were gonna switch rooms so that the person would go into Sayaka's room and murder Makoto in Sayaka's. No, that doesn't even make sense. I bet it's a double cross that happens, but I bet Sayaka was in cahoots with someone. Alright, Mr. Naegi. You know what I bet? I bet the killer went into this room and took, because they knew Sayaka was gonna switch keys. I'm so confused. Alright, so Makoto got Sayaka's key, and that was how he was able to enter her room. So Sayaka must have had her key. And the killer knows that we switched rooms? Or were they expecting to kill Makoto Naegi? No, they were trying to kill Sayaka because they were knocking on her door first. All right, I'll have to think about this later. All right, what am I missing? The bed? Have I looked at the bed? The bed's just a thing. Yeah. Signs of a struggle. Notepad? Notepad's still here, but I think it's irrelevant right now. The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I'd even need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo.
What?
We ain't exactly
What?
in the mood to be building up in furniture, right? So, you haven't used yours either then?
What?
Not just me.
What?
Nobody's busted theirs out yet, far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way.
None of the guys had even opened their toolkits yet. Cause like, why the H would we? Toolkit has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I like how it goes silent after you made a realization and then it starts going back up again. Like it gives you time to process it. Like he tells you, none of us had opened up our toolkits, and then it goes silent. And then I start talking and the music comes back up. It's like, if none of us had opened up our toolkits, that means it could have been none of the guys. I'm kidding. I don't know, that's what I'm thinking. I think it's funny. A surveillance camera. The mastermind must be using them to keep an eye on everything that's happening here. They don't do anything to stop what's happening, they just keep on watching. Alright. I think I've checked everything. Oops. Alright, I did not check the monitor, the door, or the stand. The monitor. No! This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. Right now, it's just showing the school crest. Alright. How observant Makoto. It's a display stand the sword was on. I should check the room first of all. Alright, now I should talk to everyone. I want to talk to her, Sakura, because she interjected herself the first time. Also, she might be psychic. No, I'm kidding. I think everyone here is psychic. Makoto is just very predictable. After all, he's the ultimate ordinary student. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey,
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. I think if I was Makoto, I would just whine all day. It wasn't me. I was sleeping in Sayaka's room. That's the only thing I would be talking about. Cause
By the way.
I don't know. You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
You son of a bitch!
That dirty bastard.
Shit.
Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me. All right, so if it's a girl that dies, it's not him.
You're fucking dead.
So if I ever find that son of a bee that did this, I'm gonna pound his gosh darn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo.
You have caught me in a loop. That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. Alright. Kyoko, are you gonna say anything? Hey, Kyoko. Quietly called her name while she was investigating the area. So it's like, hey, Kyoko. Do you think it was me? But
What are you doing?
oh, that was weird. That's how this picture looks. Wait, what are you? Yeah, I was talking about her knees being like. Oh, so it's kind of an upshot skirt, but it's also like where her knees are. Like when it first like fades in. What are you doing? Not kidding.
Isn't it obvious?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really. I'm searching.
I'm surprised Makoto's voice.
Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my
Did you
room.
lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen,
"Are you a clean freak?" Huh? No, I don't think so. But what? I think that's how Makoto actually sounds, way higher pitched. Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Very unusual? Unusual? What do you mean? This is just how he sounds.
So-
I haven't hit puberty yet. This is Makoto. He's like, didn't you go to middle school already? How old are you? I've searched your floor from one corner to another. I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living here. You know, now that you mentioned it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room has been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it too?
I see.
Very interesting. The room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer? I think it's Sayaka. Because why would the killer clean the room and not clean up the blood or try to fix any of the scrape marks or anything? So it has to be Sayaka who cleaned the room.
Well,
That's quite the question, isn't it? Nice! Okay. Makoto's room cleanliness has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I kind of like the narrator, because I'm just voicing him with my normal voice. Alright, time to check the bathroom. No wait, I didn't want to go. Oh, I pressed circle, which accidentally skipped it. I think what it said was, time to check the bathroom. Gotta see what's on the other side. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her her. Sayaka. All at once, I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. But more importantly, I have to find Sayaka. No, I'm kidding. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. Oh, she was killed. Alright, she died in the showers, right? The murderer must have wanted to use the showers to drain out the blood. Or something, I don't know. I'll just inspect her, because that's the only thing there. And I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. Alright, well, it's a knife, and the only knives I've seen in the school were in the kitchen. And who was in the kitchen? None other than Hifumi, that... Yeah. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery there on her wrist too. I bet she was the one who wielded the sword. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is, there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless. So how come only her left finger? Sayaka's wrist has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright, so maybe she was playing around with the sword, unsheathed it, and then like, she hurt her wrist, and then she went and touched her wrist and got the blood there. But you would think she would have cleaned it off. Alright, so maybe she went into the showers to clean it off in the sink or something, and that's where she was attacked. Alright. Yeah, but water turns off at night. Well, that's why she wasn't able to clean it off, and then someone killed her in the showers. She's a neat freak too, so I bet maybe she would clean it. Or she's not a neat freak. No, wait, maybe she is. I was in Sayaka's room, and it was like, there was no trace of her dirtiness anywhere or something, I don't know. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how did her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? You idiot! No, I'm kidding. So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. Can I check a bunch of parts? Oh, I can't. What's this? I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... What? Written in blood were the numbers 11037. Or... upside down, it's a... Lolo. 1137. It looked like words to me, like... Lolo. Or maybe it's hello. Before she died, she was like looking, she was like, from her perspective, she was looking down at the wall and wrote hello, like, hi. You're like, you get it? From her perspective, yeah. She looked down and she's like, oh, I died. Oh, I better send a message. Hello? And she's about, I don't know. And then like died. She was about to write something like, hello Makoto, I have died, it was. And then like, she only got as far as hello, and didn't finish the H. Okay. 11037. Why are you being so big, Sayaka? Did Sayaka do this? What if it wasn't her? It was the killer. Alright, I already read this. You know what's kind of weird? Normally when you like tap on someone, they like jump up when like when you tap on them and the question mark flies at them. But when it's a dead body, they just don't move. Like when it's a person that you're talking to, normally when you click on them and the question mark flies at them, they like jump up. They like pop up a little bit. Okay, but because she's dead, it doesn't happen. This must signify that she is dead, indeed. A shower. It doesn't work at night. The water for the shower gets turned off at nighttime. Yup. And that's it. That's it. That's only 3 things I could tap on. Sayaka! Psst. Are you alive? I kinda need your Monokuma coins so I could reach 999 of them. It's for an achievement. Alright, I'm gonna exit the room. Sayaka, can I give you a gift? Place the hand for honor. It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers, that's most likely Sayaka's dying message. Which one is more interesting? Sayaka's dying message or the numbers? Well, if I talk about Sayaka's dying message, I feel like that would lead more into, oh, I'm so sad. Oh, Sayaka's death. I wonder what her last message was if it wasn't the numbers. And then, like, I don't know. So I think I should talk about the numbers first, because that's more vital to proving my innocence than, like, her last message. Or they, I don't know, they're kind of the same thing. Her dying message is the bloody numbers. I'm just gonna go to the bloody numbers. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. As if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? You're not the ultimate writing prodigy. You can't tell me what to do? It's like, Makoto. But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location, while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand toward the wall. She was writing them with her right hand. Right? Yeah. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result? Think about it. You're not gonna tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case for yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not gonna tell me. Nice! Dying message has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. No, bloody numbers has. I didn't click on dying message. Did I click wrong? Oh no. If she wrote them from that position and she wanted to block it with her body, does it say Toko? Because I suspect it's Toko. T-E-O-H. C-O-H. Theo. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, what Sayaka would have wrote. Leon? Yup, there she wrote. It says Leon. And now you could see it. It says Leon. It was Leon? Why would she write it upside down and like... Alright, no, never mind. That's how I... But she was writing it with her... She was writing it with her right hand, using the blood. No! She used her finger to... She used the finger, and... Alright, no. Here's what happened. Leon burst into the room and stabbed... No, not stabbed. Leon burst into the room with a knife, and Sayaka and Leon were both fighting a sword and a knife, and that's why there were so many marks around the room and the bed. Then eventually Leon stabbed Sayaka and hides her in the bathroom. But Leon wouldn't know how to open the door to the bathroom, so Sayaka must have opened it already. And then, so she died in the bathroom by getting stabbed. And maybe, I don't know how the sword would have gotten out of her hand then. I don't know. All I know for sure is that Leon stabbed her, and then she grabbed the, Leon stabbed Sayaka. She fell against the showers. She went to her broken right wrist and took the blood from her wrist to write on the wall with her left hand, because not her right hand, because it was broken and bleeding. Her right hand was broken and bleeding, so she took her left hand to wipe some of the blood off her right hand and write Leon on the wall with her left hand from her perspective. Why'd she write it like numbers though? And why'd she write it in all caps too? She's dumb. She's a singer, not a writer. So I bet, you know what happened? Every time she sings, she has to sing really loud. So that way all of her lyrics are in all caps, so that she remembers to sing loud. Leon. It sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means. But honestly, I have no idea. She's gonna be so angry. What if I purposely during the clash trial be like, it must be you, Toko! It's you! And then like she just face palms as we all die. You know, her life is on the line too. Oh, I know who I should talk to. I should talk to Leon. No, I'm kidding. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer? No, you're dumb. I already spoke to Chihiro earlier too. There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you think if Chihiro were to kill Sayaka, what she would do is like, it was the programmer who killed me, and starts writing on the walls 1101111001. That way, it'll signify to Makoto that it was the programmer. There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it got stuck?
What?
Get stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just closing the bathroom door, I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. It's diagonal. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious that this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that? Oh, you know what I bet happened? I bet what happened is that Leon, with a knife and his tools, broke into the door, Makoto's door. Actually, I don't know how, because he did not have Makoto's keys. Maybe he unscrewed it, or the door. He worked with the door frame or something. So he busted in here. He was also a violent baseball player, so naturally he was strong, I guess. And then like, Sayaka woke up, she heard and saw and was wielding the sword as he came in. And then like, he fought with the dagger with Sayaka with the sword, and using his brutal strength, he broke her wrist. So she dropped the sword and ran into the bathroom and then closed it, thinking, oh, he can't get in, the bathroom door is broken. And then so he used his tools to unscrew the locks and kill her. And then she wrote the message. Yeah. And the person who cleaned the room has to be Sayaka, because the killer didn't care about cleaning up after the body.
So...
I guess maybe they were trying to get to the door. I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But the bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathroom can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then apparently, struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all of this.
I see.
And that clears that up. I still think Kyoko might be the ultimate strategist or the ultimate detective or something. It's in her favor to hold information from others in order to gain an advantage or something like that. It's like a chess, I think that's a chess chess strategy. It's to deceive your opponents, you know? Yeah. Then that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. Well, she's not that hoe. She's like, well, see you later. She's more like that. As if forgetting I was even there. Wow, that sounded weird. As if forgetting I was even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Nice! Bathroom doorknob has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook.
You were not my girl.
Nice! The door! No, not gonna. It was nice! The girl acknowledged me by ignoring me. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I had no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is. Alright, let's talk to Mondo one more time.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already... he said this already. Alright, Sakura. I think, yeah, that's the same. They didn't say anything new. Alright, leave the area. Yes. Alright, the first room I want to check. Leon! You're right here. And I thought you were nice, guy. Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? The nameplate? What are you talking about? I'm next to Toko. That's bad. Well, it's next to Sayaka also. What did he say? I'm so short.
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? The nameplate of my room? Could it be the nameplate? Leon, you're not making sense. I know it's you. Alright. Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. It does. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was looking at Toko like, hold on. I'm not placed next to Toko. I was placed next to Sayaka. And Sayaka. Alright, yeah. Yeah. Alright. The nameplate. See, why would he give up this evidence? Huh? This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched. So in all that effort, I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Nice! Dorm nameplates have been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. They knew that we were switching rooms, but why would the killers switch rooms, the nameplates? It must be Monokuma who did it. Alright, well I'm checking my room. I want to check the trash. There can only be one thing in the trash can. Yup, the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. I wonder, what did she see? It might not be directly related to this case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. I'll smell your bed one last time. Sayaka. No! I can't let myself get depressed again! I need to search for clues! Nothing here. A Monokuma coin was in her bed! Wait, I need 999 of those! Now I gotta check everything. I can take her sewing kit, no one's gonna use that. Sayaka! No! I can't let myself get depressed! The Monokuma coin was in her bed. It was just placed there. Am I supposed to be checking everywhere, every single day? It's gonna be annoying. Alright, he won't even go in her bathroom. Alright. Leave the area, yes. They gave me a plant, but they didn't give Sayaka a plant in her room. They're like, Makoto probably likes plants. He seems like the type of guy to be like the ultimate planter, right? See, look, there's my plant. Also, I get weird vibes about Monokuma. Like, he's like, ooh, Makoto, you have a flagpole in your shorts. I'm about to burst thinking about it. So he's like,
Very
I'll seduce him with this plant in his room. So, why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion in his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms. She's dead because of me? And it should have been me that died. Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then Alright, maybe Sayaka was genuine about caring for Makoto. Because if she didn't care for Makoto, she wouldn't write Leon on the shower. She would just be like, time for them all to die. Okay. I think so.
I would have done it just to spite them.
Just to spite them, you would do it?
Just
Alright.
to like spite you get away from it.
Oh, you would do this. Oh, you think she might have written the name despite the killer? Oh.
Yeah,
So it wasn't that she cared for Makoto and wanted him to get justice. It was that she wanted to spite the killer. She was like looking into Leon's eyes while writing the name, and that's why she wrote numbers instead of letters. It's like, haha, Leon, I have your name written down.
What is it?
It's like, what's that? That just says 11031 or 7. Very strange. Mr. Naegi, what was Miss Maizana doing in your room? Let me just say this. I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in that trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty? Alright. I hate that you know what? Slowing down, my head turning slows down because it slows down whenever I like, my cursor gets like onto the door or a character, because like, do you want to speak with Leon? Do you want to enter Toko's room? Do you want to speak to Hifumi? So it slows down. That's why I can't like turn fast, because there's so many doors. All right, I might as well check the trash room. I said that weird. Okay. All right. Did they press the button to get in? It looks like some kind of switch. I wonder what it does. It does nothing. He doesn't even press it. Even here, there's a dang monitor. What is this? There's a sturdy gate here. No way to get past.
Monokuma appears!
It's the end of the line. The trash room, this is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this? Oh, how do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
Alright, he's just repeating himself. This is stupid. It would just be faster to just go around and ask the others.
You can't go any further!
Is the game broken? He's only saying the same thing over and over again. Nice! Alright. Cleaning duty has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I suspect that maybe the game is broken, or maybe there's faulty programming on the disc or something, because I feel like he was supposed to say more than that, but I don't know, maybe he was just repeating himself. Makoto didn't even bring any, say anything about him repeating himself. Whoever's behind this must be using this camera to observe our investigation. To force us into a situation like this, what the H do they want from us? Oh, the gate. I actually looked at the gate. Stop it! I don't know if I like Monokuma's theme. Alright. There's a hatch on the floor. Roddle. The door won't budge. It must be locked. Alright, so I bet Leon was on cleaning duty. Were you on cleaning duty, Leon? Or was it Hifumi?
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. Alright, he just says the same thing. What about Hifumi? I bet he says the same thing too. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Alright, it is Hifumi. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me! Why do you ask? It just so happens Oh, it just so happens my Akuma talked to me yesterday, and I asked him and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I firmly applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room?
Here we go.
Of course! That's my job, to gather up all the garbage and toss it into the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key to the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get into the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words...
Actually, anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered.
So that's it.
That must be why. This Byakuya keeps smiling, so I imagine him being like, having like, I imagine him being like, having a little laugh every time he speaks, like, if anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. That's not, it sounds like maniacal. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. It seems the only people enjoying this is Byakuya and Kyoko.
Would you enjoy playing game?
I don't know if I would enjoy the killing game because, you know, people are gonna die. I did a survival, like a survivor challenge type of thing where like people get voted out. I got number 9 in a group of like 15, so I wouldn't die first. I could say that probably. This is on Discord. Yeah. But boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard.
Hey, fatty. Why would you want the cleaning duty gig anyway? I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar. I know why you did it.
Is it?
You
Like-
want to dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, you know, and poking around at it.
There's no way to think about this in a
What are you
common
talking
sense
about?
kind of way.
Oh, my love is for 2D. That sounds believable. And he would like bold his voice at that, like, I'm the Alpha and Omega. What are you talking about? Oh, my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D. He changes his voice to normal. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figurines.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you were so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it. What? Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing it. So why doesn't she just do the job? He's like, I will supervise you. How many people does it take to supervise? How many people does it take to throw out the trash? 2. 1 to take out the trash and 1 to supervise. That's it. That's kind of dumb. What? If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? Yeah, that's not how it's supposed to be.
Wait, so then does he? Dude.
Wait, so he is kind of surprised about being supervised. So does he actually look at through girls' trash? Makoto looks through girls' trash.
Only one time.
Only once.
Only that one time.
Maybe Makoto's like, Hifumi, maybe you and I aren't so different after all. Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you are on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What? So now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. but I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
You
Ah, okay. It just sounds bold. So easy. Wait, that sounds really like manipulative of Makoto. He's like behind Hifumi's back. So easy. Or I guess how he said it was so easy, or something like that.
Yeah.
So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. Look, there's Leon trying to throw shade onto Hifumi and me.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Hifumi, you'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? Well, I liked Leon. Leon was like, oh, I like music. I was a baseball player, but you know, the music is where my passion is. And he was also like, oh, what else? Well, he was creepy a little bit. He's like, all right, well, when he was paranoid, he was like, I gotta find a way to escape the school. I'm gonna check all the windows. And then he figured out that he can't. So he's in the bathroom and he's like, I feel sick. I can't. Makoto, help me. I'm sick. And then after that, he was like, after that, the other time I talked to him, I was like, how did they get that footage? Maybe he was like surprised that they got that footage because maybe his family lived in like an isolated place where no one knows where he lives. So maybe that's where they got the footage. Or maybe I'm thinking this, but maybe it's maybe he doesn't care for his family, right? Because they're like, you're gonna play baseball and you're gonna like it, so he doesn't care for his family, and maybe he cared for some other people, and then like so the footage wasn't of his family, it was of a person that was personal to him, so that's why he was like, how did they get that footage? Yeah. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? What? No, you know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please, just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Hifumi pulled the key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then... Alright, so now I'm in the room. However, Mr. Naegi, do you have Monokuma coins? What are you hiding? I need the Monokuma coins right now, Hifumi.
Without a doubt.
Surely, you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend! You planned this all along. No! I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world. Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. Ooh, this is so strange, because like, it looks 2D, and then like, you change perspective, and it's 3D. And Fumi's like, I'm only limited by the world I live in. If only I could become 2D. I don't like Fumi that much, he's a weirdo. He's a fatty, not kidding. That's a huge trash can. Is that where we're supposed to put whatever trash we can't bum? Well, whatever it's for, it doesn't look like it's hiding any clues. Monokuma coin! Who would throw out a coin? Is it you, Fatty McFatster? Not kidding. Just bullying Hifumi?
Yeah, dude,
it's like, that's not my name. Call me the Alpha and the Omega. Alright, it's just these 4 things. This thing. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this
Yeah, what is that? Do you know what this is? They say, if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. I think that's a reference to Dragon Ball Z. I understood that reference. I understood that reference. Not kidding. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it, and it will show you a glimpse of of the future. There's like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. This is the only time where I'm like, maybe you and I are so different after all, movie, because I like made that Captain America reference. Like, I understood that reference. Yeah, I don't know.
I
It's like, That was a reference to Captain America, because he says that in the Avengers, where he's like, I understood that reference. I forget what the reference was, but I know he said that, and people reference that, I feel, all the time. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Maybe you and I are so different after all. Yeah, and I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. A person with the palm that could fit a ball in their hand. Not kidding. They should all still be in the gym. I'd better go find out for sure. Nice! Shattered crystal ball has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something.
A burnt piece? Like a hunk of burning lava?
No, not that kind of hot. It's like Makoto. No, I'm kidding. He didn't say that. Anyway, it looks like a piece of cloth, and it's shaped like Sayaka. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. Like Sayaka's sleeve. No, I'm kidding. It's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cup, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence that the killer destroyed. But that there are lots of people here with a white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. But oh wait, on the tag it says 11037. Burnt shirt piece has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright, this is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Ah, and it's on right now.
Hey, you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button and get it going, and the yellow button to turn it off. So sooner or later you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this way before you leave, okay? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Is it a fairy?
Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi, do you realize what you just said?
Huh? The fairy?
No, you said that last time you were here, the incinerator was off.
Yes, about that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. He just sounds like that. He breaks his voice.
And since then, I'm the only one who has the key to open the gate.
Most suspicious.
It should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet...
So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible? Shouldn't Monokuma have stopped him? I'm kidding. He should have, or maybe Monokuma knew. I don't know. Incinerator has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean, Mr. Knight? Will you be confessing soon?
Why me?
That's it.
Everyone
I'm sure
already
of it.
knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one.
It sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. The green button turns it on. The yellow button turns it off. Or so it seems, anyway. Alright, I'm gonna talk to Hifumi one last time.
Mr. Aiki, you seem a little down.
Huh? Really?
If you need help lifting your spirits, call on me anytime.
I don't really know if I should like this guy. On one hand, him and Makoto aren't so different after all. But also, he's kind of creepy. And he kind of suspects me. But at the same time, he's like, call on me anytime if for help.
Come on.
I've got all kinds of smut.
Stuff that might help cheer you up. Alright, yeah, I think this makes it clear that I don't like this guy. Oh. Yeah. I don't know if I like Hifumi anymore. Or if I did at any point. Because now he's like,
Mr. Naegi. If you ever need anything, come to me for porn.
oh, that's all he is. No. Alright. Bye-bye, you pervert. Just leaving the room like that. Alright. I'm gonna speak to Leon, because I know he's the killer already from 11037. Something doesn't seem right. My name's not spelled by 11037. Not gonna. I don't know.
I wonder if Sayaka knows how to spell it.
I wonder if Sayaka knows how to spell my name. That's how you just go up to him and talking like, I wonder if Sayaka knows how to spell my name.
Very strange.
So, why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because... Alright, yeah, I already read this. Byakua. 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 What? Alright, where am I supposed to go now? I'm gonna go to the AV room. Wait. I don't know. I'm gonna go to... I don't even know where I'm supposed to go to continue the story, because I don't want to continue the story. I want to explore and look around a bit. Alright, first thing I'm gonna check is the boys' room, because I know Leon was in there earlier, like, I'm sick. You find Leon's barf in the sink. No, I'm kidding. Alright, it's just this fish tank that's in here. It's a fish tank. There's a bunch of little fish swimming around inside. I can't imagine how... Alright, I already read this, though. Leave the area. Yeah! Alright, I gotta get to... The bathhouse is open. I'm gonna check what's in there. No, it's not open. The dining hall. I don't think I'm supposed to be in here to continue the story. But the killer had a knife, so I'm thinking that Leon got the knife from in here. Alright, let's talk to Hina. Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been on taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been here kinda hanging around here. So to tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Alright, well, she has an alibi. She was here. Well, that's not really an... Is that an alibi? An alibi? Yeah, that's her alibi, but it's like, it's only backed by her. One of the knives is missing. I thought an alibi has to be like, you have to have... Oh, it has to be like... I guess it is an alibi, a story. Yeah, never mind. I thought an alibi initially had to be like, it has to have a witness or some kind of proof or evidence. But an alibi is like, just a story that anyone can tell. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning? Or, I better see if anyone here knows more about it. Alright. I'm gonna check everything really quick for Monokuma coin, but I already read through all of these too. Alright, so far, no Monokuma coins. The only two people that were in here had to have been Leon and Hifumi. Marbled meats, salted meats. And now there's no time to be thinking about food. Alright. Monitor. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. They even put them in the kitchen. Wait, it said something new. At least I think they said something new. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. They even put them in the kitchen. It's impossible to cook in here without thinking about how he could reappear any second. Alright. Maybe I have read that before. Alright, well I think I could leave for now. I just gotta look for Leon and Hifumi, because they were the only two that were in the kitchen. One because Hifumi I've seen in there, and Leon I know did the killing, which means he had to have had the knife. Alright, he doesn't say anything new, so I doubt Hifumi would say anything new. Let me check really quick. Hifumi is right over here. Alright, here he is.
Missing IEDs in over town, huh? Really?
Yup. Or he just says the same thing about smut.
Ew.
Alright, see you later, fatty fat fatty. No, I'm kidding. I'm being so mean that it flew me. It's okay, because he's weird. No. I'm kidding. Alright, laundry. I don't think I've been in the, no, I have been in the laundry room. This is one of the only times I've spoken to Junko. This is where I almost gave Junko the hand bra. Alright, a magazine. The only time we'll see Junko alive. And it's photoshopped. No, okay. There are some magazines laying around. No hope there. Okay. Haha, just to rip apart Junko while she's dead. Okay. Now she can't, whine, not kidding, defend, yeah. Ha ha ha, I'm not kidding. We beat the system. She's dead, so now we can make fun of her. Not kidding. What a terrible person Makoto is, not kidding. Just blame it on Makoto. Where did I want to go? I wanted to go to the AV room and check out what Sayaka saw. In here, the AV room. Alright, let's see what Sayaka's video is. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then an image slowly appeared. Looked like some kind of concert. Whoa! This looks like some kind of concert of some kind on a stage with people. And Sayaka is there. I think she's the one in the back. And standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with the friends she had said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful.
Suddenly, the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight.
They don't look dead though. They just look like they're sleeping. Like, I don't know. They don't have blood on them or anything. So if they were killed and then they were cleaned up afterwards and placed on stage. I don't know. Maybe they just went emo. After the lead singer left, the four of them just started a new band and became emo. And this is their first emo song with red lights and like pretending to be dead on stage. I don't know what emo bands do. Wake me up inside. Just that. I don't know. They're sleeping. Can't wake up. Not gonna.
For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to.
She's not emo enough for this band.
So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
The red light just goes for the... Look for the answer after graduation. Foul warning, the video cut off. What the H? This wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Is there any more DVDs I could watch? They left it in the box? No, everyone took them. Leave the area? Yes. I want to look at Leon's DVD, and then like after like we catch him, and then like they kill him, then we look at Leon's DVD, and it's like a picture of him shaving. No, not even a picture. It's a video of him shaving his head, and it's like, how did they get that footage? It looks so embarrassing. This is why I have to kill. I have to get to the outside world and delete this picture.
Listen to me!
Okay. Do you have a second, Makoto? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it to show whose room it is, right?
You hear me?
Well, it just so happens. Wait, no. You might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Forget everything I just said. Forget being. Sorry, just a joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. He's like, you want to hear a joke, Makoto? I found Leon's fingerprints on the knife, but I don't know, maybe the killer placed in there. That's why it's a joke. Get it? The punchline is that maybe you put his fingerprints on the knife. I'm saying that you did it. Alright, I'm gonna check the main hall. I don't even know where I'm supposed to go anywhere. I checked everything I wanted to check, I think. Alright, I'll talk to Celeste. So, do you have any clues or anything? Oh, that was me talking. That's not really weird. So, what would Makoto sound like? He's like, so, do you have any clues or anything? What kind of clues? Let us just agree we do not know who the culprit is and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend on revealing anything until the class trial. Okay then, do you have any suggestions for where I should start looking?
Well,
So annoying. Must you fumble around, fishing blindly for clues? Sigh. Or, not really sigh, but... I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. The scene of the crime, naturally, but I think the trash room is worth looking into. The trash room? Like, the one I just checked? The one with Hifumi and all the smut? It is the perfect place to destroy evidence. However, there is one little problem. Hifumi and his smut comics. Which is...
as for me,
that place is filthy. Have you seen Hifumi and his smut? I would rather die than set foot in there. I'm trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf. That's... Alright, he didn't even answer. Leave the area, yes. Alright. I think I've spoken to everyone mostly. I don't remember anyone I haven't spoke to. Alright, nothing in the bathroom. Alright, checking the gym one last time. Chihiro and Hiro should be in here. The Heroes Association. Okay. Alright, Chihiro. Hey Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something.
huh?
Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers Leon. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could it be a code or something? 7 isn't really a binary number, you know? Like, in code? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know that it was actually Leon. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? Dumb Makoto, it's Leon. No, couldn't be. Cause it's Leon. I don't think Makoto sounds like that. Okay. Hey Hiro, can I ask you something? No. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out now. I've had enough. I gotta break free. Hiro, snap out of it. Huh? Makoto, what are you doing here? What? You were talking to me? Hey, does this look familiar? Ah! That's my crystal ball! That's his? I thought it was Leon's, possibly. Like, he looked into his future, and he thought that he was gonna die in the future. So he decided...
Psychic?
Well, I know Leon's not psychic, but I thought... he had a crystal ball, he looked into the future, saw that he was going to die, so he's like, I'm not gonna die, I'm gonna kill someone first. And so he killed Sayaka, and then destroyed the crystal ball because he's so angry that he was about to die. Alright, maybe he just took it from Hero. That's my crystal ball! Why'd he take it to the school on his first day? But it's all smashed! No, what the H?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So, how did it break? Maybe it wasn't blessed enough. Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did the guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan? I mean Genghis Khan, not Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Shouldn't you know, Hero? You're the ultimate psychic. Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you. Yeah, that's mine for sure. Probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. Must have been Hifumi. He looked into the ball and was like, huh? There's no 2D woman. You left it in the laundry room. That means anyone could have found it and taken it. I bet it was Hifumi who took it. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Oh, that was Makoto was speaking. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from that fortune telling for 2 full years. I almost offered to it. He's like, I spent my life savings on that thing. 21 years of hard work and money.
Whoa.
Alright. Yeah, he said everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years came out to be like $1 million. Million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. I thought he spent like maybe $20. I want to look at Junko one more time. Because I bet her body's gonna disappear after the class trial or something. Alright, it's just the same thing. Alright, time to leave. Leave the area. Alright, well, now where to go? Girls' bathroom. I should check it out. Just because there's evidence in there. Like Hifumi walks up. Oh, you walk my hair off and take. Not kidding.
Oh my god.
It's so creepy. Everyone in this great game is creepy. Not kidding. I'm just voicing them so creepy. I want to buy some more stuff at the store. That's what I want to do. I have some Monokuma coins that I could spend. At least 1 coin, I think. Give it a shot. I want some Monokuma. I want to spend some coins. I have 2 coins to spend. If only I didn't waste my 4 coins. You got an item. A flashlight. Alright, I got an item. A bag of dirt. Alright. I should probably get going. Leave the area. Yeah! Alright. I haven't checked the classrooms. That's one thing I haven't checked. Actually, I should have checked my map to see if anyone is in the classroom before just walking in. Yeah, no one's here. Leave the area. Alright, let's check my map. Alright, I already talked to Celeste. I already talked to Taka. Alright, Toko. I thought she was the killer. Alright, assuming that I didn't know that Leon was the killer, assuming that I did not know how Leon was the killer, I would have just gone in here being like, it was you! Yeah. Toko, Fukawa, it was you. You must admit. to kill someone just to save your own life, and I've been living with someone like that. I mean, what do you mean you've been living with someone like that? You mean with yourself? Because you're the killer. And I think I might vomit. Vomit, more like stab. But is what Monokuma said really true? Did one of us really kill Ayaka? If the mastermind really was gonna get involved, if they would have just killed one of us at the day one. So that's a good point. By the way, how's your investigation going? I already told you, I don't do blood. I also don't plan on doing any investigating. Besides, I already know who did it. It was Leon. I would be like, it was you! That's why you don't want to see blood. You can't be brought back to the scene of the crime because you did it. Okay.
This is very
After all,
suspicious.
where was Sayaka killed? In your room, right? Well, what more proof do you need? We already know the truth. She really doesn't trust me at all. Well, I never trusted her, so we're pretty even. Alright, where am I supposed to go to continue the story? I'm gonna check the map. I think I could start this class trial now, which is through this door, I think. Oh. I have to wait for Monokuma to make an announcement.
Yeah, that means you probably need something else.
There must be more evidence, because Monokuma. Alright, well, I feel like I've collected everything, but apparently I have not. Who have I not talking to? Let me check the report card. I'm talking to myself. I've been talking to myself this entire time. I've talked to Taka, I've talked to Baikuya, I've talked to Mondo, I've talked to Leon, I've talked to Hifumi, I've talked to Hiro, I've talked to I've talked at Sayaka, I've talked to Koyoko, I've talked to Hina, I've talked to Toko, I've talked to Sakura, I've talked to Celeste, I've talked at Junko, and I've talked to Chihiro. I talked to everyone.
Oh, try to go back to the dining room. Sometimes you need to talk to people.
I'm gonna go to the dining room. I was thinking of going there anyway because I feel like of all the places I didn't inspect, I inspected that the worst, or not the worst, but not enough. Yeah. Alright, I guess I could talk to her twice, but all she was saying was, I'm pretty tired, so I'm just gonna chill in the cafe for a bit, like yesterday, because that's where I was. Hey, so, did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Alright, yeah, this is new dialogue. Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, a knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning.
That's right.
I already knew I was missing Makoto, I was there earlier. Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared? Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. She was making herself at home. She was ready to live the rest of her life here. I was about to go to sleep, but just before I went to sleep, I was like, I'm kind of parched. Yeah. But when I finished my tea, I went back into the kitchen to wash my glass. She even washes it. Well, I don't know. Maybe she is expecting to be here for a long time. She's like, I'm gonna do the dishes, I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea, I'm gonna sit down and relax at the cafe, I'm gonna sleep, I'm gonna do a lot of things. Except look around the school for clues on how to get out. One of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came in and took it. You think, Makoto, no, it's not her. It sounds, by the way Makoto, well, by the way I'm voicing Makoto, it sounds like he thinks it's her. Then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night. Oh, never mind, Makoto. No, now Makoto is thinking better than I am. He's like, you're my alibi. Which proves I didn't take it. Nice! Aoi's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I don't know whether to like or hate all these nicknames, because it's like Aoi's account, not Hina's account, which everyone calls her Hina, but her name is Aoi. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not. I would never. You just, I just told you. You saw that I didn't take the knife. Hina, do you really think I murdered her?
I mean...
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, and one killing the other. It's a classic drama setup. How do you know anything about drama? I thought you were the athletic one. Okay. The swimming one. How dare you like anything else? We're all one-note characters, remember? So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Oh, by the way, sometimes I like to look at dramas while I swim. Okay. Alright, now I've collected evidence. Okay. Just come in and like look at Leon and be like, was it you?
I'm getting tired of
And he's
waiting.
like, no,
Let's say
you're
we
wrong.
just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. I don't like Makoto speaking there. I don't know. He's like, Monokuma comes on the speaker. It's like, guys, go to the red door on the first floor. And then Makoto's like, huh, that's where I should probably go. I should go to the red door on the first floor. No, that's where I have to go. This red door, the courtroom. Alright, the first class trial. It's so crowded. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. She's blushing at the murderer, or at least who she thinks thinks is the murderer. It's like, I bet you were afraid you would be discovered that the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There, we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. Wow. So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? Both me, he's like, wrong. I know at least 3 people who know who the killer is. Me, Sayaka, and Leon. Well, she didn't. Well, Kyoko knows, but she didn't say out loud. Kyoko was like, yeah, just blank staring. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fate will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Oh, so many people. I bet they all have one-liners, because there's no way this is the class trial.
What?
So,
What?
whoever stuck us here even... Wait, was he talking? Oh, alright. The next person, I just won't talk about. So, whoever stuck us here even took the time to set up a gosh dang courtroom, huh?
Impossible.
Yeah! Oh wait, that's not how he sounds. I don't know how he sounds. Deep voice. He sounds like a drunk addict. Drug addict. He sounds like a drug addict. I don't know if he sounded like a drug addict. He sounds more like a hippie to me. So yeah, he sounds like high person. It's like, dang. We really gotta go through with this class trial thing, huh? Okay. That's accurate to him?
Sounds accurate.
I don't know if that sounds accurate to me. If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. Now I imagine the Leon sounding like that, because I thought he would sound more like a surfer, like a bro. He's like, oh bro, I just killed Psycho. High five. Not kidding. I'm telling you, I didn't do it. All right.
Got it!
Relax. I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way.
Hey,
There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future. The only people that might not, actually I think they do all think me, except for Kyoko. Because I was gonna say that maybe Mondo and Sakura might not think that it's me. Because, it doesn't sound like it, but it's a possibility that they still think it's me. Let's get started.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. In the end, I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her? I think Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her by reading what she wrote.
What the heck?
I can't help. I wonder what whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? Yeah. She wrote Leon on the wall. It's like, anyone could have written Leon on the wall. Even you! This is so insistent, even though you obviously killed her. Very impressive. Alright, Leon the killer.
what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. No, I'm kidding. It is evil sounding. Look how smiley he is right now. He's like, they all think it's you, and now I can escape with my life, and I can see my family. That picture of me with that shaved head is no longer public for everyone. In just a few hours. I don't know, in just a few minutes maybe. So the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to be a witness to Mr. Naigi's final curtain call. By Yakura. Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? Alright. Yeah, he said that. Why?
He sounds nicer than I thought he would.
I guess he does kind of sound nicer. He sounds more fair, at least fairer than the moral compass, which makes me think that the moral compass is gonna be a killer later in the story. The moral compass is also more black and white and not a gray area. Alright. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well then.
Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right. I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death, which means I must point out that it was Leon who did it. Okay. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. I mean, I guess that's a part of Makoto, like, he's a little bit noble, which is like, I'm not doing this to clear my own name, I'm doing this to clear Sayaka's name. Or not clear Sayaka's name, but to, like, avenge Sayaka. Avengers! Not kidding. He's just alone. Yeah, he's like, Avengers! I don't know, no, he's supposed to whisper the assemble part, so it's like, Avengers! Okay, I don't know. Assemble. Okay. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned trembling with anticipation toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed, and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with a heavy clunking sound toward the school's basement. You know, if I was a part of this group of 13 people, I would probably be really dumb. Like, I would probably be like, Hey, should we bring the bodies with us? Like, we kind of need them, right? Do we need the bodies? I think we should move them. I think we should carry them with us to the elevator. Like, bring them to class trial because we're all supposed to be there. Everyone's just standing there looking at the exit, and it's like me as Makoto. I think we forgot something. I think we forgot Sayaka as Junko. Junko. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Rather than that, it is not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment. Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school.
You finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Not even close. It's Toro's S.
Well now.
Okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now. Hurry up.
We did what he said and found our seats. Alright, 2 of them are empty. Yeah. Well, would 2 of them need to be empty? They were expecting at least 1. Wait. 3 of them are empty. The one in between Hiro and Hina, and then there's Sayaka and Junko. Yeah, there's 3 seats are empty. But then you would think that they would at least take 1 seat out because they were expecting at least 1 person to die. So I don't know what the 3rd seat is. Marakuma? The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it would be easy for anyone to transfer their attention and unease onto anyone else. It's like a Socratic seminar for school. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. They're not sitting, they're standing. And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. I don't like Hifumi just standing there next to him. A deadly riddle. A deadly defense. A deadly faith. A deadly class trial. He's also sitting next to Sayaka. Save the game. It's been so long since last I've seen my Sayaka. Okay.